I had lessons in French and I was really bored. It was this strange person teaching us. So we did all kind of strange things. And two of our friends, when somebody did a noise or moved their chair, we did the same thing, so that the noise was even bigger. And we didn't
started studying. I needed to earn some money, and I just heard someone saying that it's quite easy to get a job at McDonald's. Yeah, why not? I thought. And I went there and I got a job.
Smashed it with a hammer. Had to do something, and there was. And in the French lessons, I learned concentrating on moving my ears. So I think all the training for moving ears is from my French lesson. Okay, that's my story. My name is Henrik.
And our company is called Klods-Hans for viderekomne.
And translated, it's Klods-Hans Advanced.
And we're working with the companies who want to change something in their relations or in the way they communicate.
So we are out doing a lot of these jobs, and while we were doing these jobs, it's always about communication. And that's a difficult thing. And then suddenly we found out by teaching communication that we could make a game to make it easier for people to tell stories.
So this is what we are doing right now. We have made this little game called lynfabrikken. And it's all about sharing stories.
Yeah, and if I should tell a little bit about it, it's you take these cards and then you take one of these and it says
I was a hero.
I was a hero. And then you're thinking, oh yes, and the first glimpse that comes into your mind, you talk about that. A few days ago, and there were some hitchhikers, and we took them up, we were four in the car then, and then we played this game. Instead of what are you doing, where are you from, and what are you... And we told small stories, and you really get to know people by doing this.
What I really like about the game is that everybody gets to tell a story and everybody gets to listen. So it's not only the strong tellers who gets the stage. So we're taking the stage away, the stand-up away, and then we just give the power back to everyone. And a story only exists if someone is listening to it. So we need to create strong listeners.
So what we have done is we have made public arrangements, and strangers come in and we sit them down 4 and 4 at a table, and they share their story. And you feel that you get to know these people and know them all your life, because you get a glimpse into their lives. And not only my job and I have 3 children and all these kind of things, but small things.
And usually when I go to a cafe, I put people into categories and I make prejudices. So when I see this girl, I don't think I like her. But when she's sitting in front of me and she starts telling a story in 3 minutes, it opens up my heart, and I in some way care for her in another way.
Yes, and the beautiful thing about it is that the others listen. They are not allowed to take over the story. That reminds me, I have... No. We create listeners. Mm-hmm. Because it's not a story if nobody listens. It's just shouting in the wood, it's not a real story.
And what I really like about this game is that it took us some time to invent it. And now when people can actually buy it, they're using it in so many different ways. So they can use it if you want to develop your city, or you want to teach kids the difference between listening and telling. Some people are making film out of it, or songs or stories. So it's got its own life. And before we made this game, it was always us as consultants going out, making a change. But now people actually can do it themselves, and we get a lot of feedback which create new ideas for us.
Yes, it's a never-ending story. And we're actually selling this game, and we sell it at Lynfabrikken and in some stores in Aarhus, but mainly on the internet.
Yeah, you can buy it in our web page.
Yeah.
And right now we are translating the game into English because we want to go further than Denmark, and we're actually looking for people around the world who want to build this idea in their own country.
Yeah.
So it's quite easy to get started. So let's take a card. I couldn't sleep, so now I endorse you to go to the next person you meet and tell a story about the day where you couldn't sleep. 3 minutes only. And please tell the person to go to someone else and tell about when they couldn't sleep.
And I'm sure they'll be awake while you're telling the story.